Welcome to Friend of the People Cooking Show. Today we will be making a recipe for revolution. My name is Chef Megan, and these are
Chef Bonnie,
Chef Julia,
Chef Kaylee,
and Chef Chloe.
So, you must use all these ingredients, and first you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and also put all the ingredients in a mixing bowl.
First, you have to add 1.5 cups of corruption. Corruption is represented by sugar because sugar often makes people want more and more, much like a corrupt government wants more and more power because they're greedy. Then add 3 pieces of nationalism represented by eggs. Eggs spread through the mix, much like nationalism spreads through the country.
Next, you add 1 teaspoon of absolute ruler, aka vanilla. Even though it's just 1 drop, it controls the taste of the batter. Too much vanilla makes cake taste bad, just like a ruler with too much power is bad for everyone. Next, add 3.5 teaspoons of tension, aka baking soda. This represents tension because baking soda causes things to rise, like how tension rises between different groups during the revolution.
Add 1 teaspoon of industrialization, aka salt. People like different amounts of industrialization. Some people want a lot of it, and some people want none of it. Half a cup of distrust, or butter. This represents distrust because butter can melt. Like the relationship between an absolute ruler and its people can melt and get ruined because of distrust. She's happy. Breaking news! There's been a hostage crisis in Tehran, Iran. In the U.S. Embassy, hostages have been taken by students.
The students believe that because the Shah has returned to the U.S. for cancer treatment, that the U.S. is anti-revolution.
We are waiting for instructions from our president on how we will handle this situation. Please stay tuned for more information.
Until next time,
On Channel 8,
breaking news! Add 2¼ cups of famine, aka flour. Flour dries up all the ingredients, just like how famine can dry up your body because of dehydration and other medical problems. Next, add 3/4 of a bag of secret policeman, aka chocolate chips. As the chocolate chips are mixed into the cake batter, it's like they are scattered throughout, and you never know when you take a bite where the chocolate chips are, just like how when you don't know where the secret police are.
Okay, so lastly, add 1 1/4 cup of oppression, aka milk. This is because oppression is like milk, because milk covers all the ingredients, and you can't see the other ingredients, and oppression takes away people's rights, and you can't see their individuality.
And as you can see, you can't see anything except for mostly the milk.
Breaking news! I'm here live at the March of Versailles. Here's Megan for some questions and answers.
Yes.
Why are you here?
I'm here because the Queen told us to eat cake. We are so hungry and we just want some food, but they won't give us help.
Can you expand?
Yes. We keep on asking for rights and to have food and to have a good government, but they don't listen to anything that we say. So we're going to give them a piece of our mind.
Do you want to say anything else?
I hate the king and queen, and we need a new government. Come join us.
Signing off.
Kill the queen! Kill the queen! Kill the Then you want to mix all the ingredients until smooth. Okay. Then you want to pour all of the batter into 3 different pans. One larger size pan, which represents the majority or the lower class. One middle-sized pan that represents the middle class. And one small pan that represents the minority or the upper class. Okay.
Put the cakes in and let them cook for 40 minutes.
I'm Lennon, and I'm here to gain your support. I know these last few months have been rough, but I'm here to fix it with my 5-year plan. I'm going to give you peace by pulling out of the war, land by giving everyone back their own land, and I'm going to give you bread by giving everyone food. Thank you.
After the cake is finally cooled, it's time to frost it. So, as you can see, the cakes are 3 different sizes. The largest represents the lower class, the medium size represents the middle class, and the smallest size represents the upper class. So, now as you can see, we have green frosting, which represents wealth, and we're going to put the smallest amount of frosting on the largest portion. We did this because there's the largest group has the least amount of money. So there's a little bit of frosting covering the entire thing. Next, we're taking the middle-sized piece and we're layering it on top of the lower class. This one's getting a teeny bit more frosting, as you can see, covering a little bit more of the cake. Okay. Finally, we have the upper class, which is the smallest portion, but that's going to have the most amount of frosting because they have all the wealth even though they're the smallest group. So we're just going to dump all of this money on. Yeah. We have finished our recipe for revolution. As you can see, all of the symbolic meaning in it. We highly recommend you try this recipe with your friends, family, neighbors, vendors, I don't know, anyone else who you come across in life, and explain that it represents a revolution.
Now let's try this cake.
Now we're going to take a bite.
Right from the center. Because sometimes revolutions, this revolution did not turn out well at all.
Revolutions are so nasty.
You can never predict the outcome of a revolution.
So thank you for watching this show and tune in next week.
If you want more recipes like this, you can buy our new cookbook, A Historical Spin on Baking. It will include a recipe for a revolution and more, including Hitler's controlling cupcakes. Order this now at www.historycooking.com or call 800-HISTORY. If you order right now, you can get 3 new pans complimentary from us. So order now.